It's talked about 2020 being a decade of action, absolutely necessary on climate change. We want action on the finance side. We want, on that disclosure, companies doing that disclosure, we want that to become the norm. It's important that you and I, people watching, can understand how our money's being invested. Is it being invested consistent with the transition path that is the law of the land, that is what our citizens want, which is that we're transitioning in a way that will stabilize the climate.
You'll spend a lot of 2020 working on climate as part of your UN role in the run-up to the Glasgow summit. I wonder why you choose not to use the term climate emergency.
I would say we're in a climate crisis, just like a financial crisis, where action needs to be taken. Now, this is a slow burn crisis, if you will, so it's more difficult to act because you don't have the public spectacle of a failing bank or queues outside a building society or those types of tangible, the markets moving around a tangible way that force action. That's part of the challenge. That's part of the tragedy of the horizon.
You've taken a fair amount of flack in this role on various different fronts, including from MPs. I wonder if you think that we have, as you look at this country, whether we have enough truth in our political debate, enough truth in our Brexit debate?
I think what's essential on this topic, on climate change, is that we have a cross-party, nonpartisan approach to it, that the science is clear, that the type of transition that what we've been talking about, that we get as specific as possible about what's needed. We can't afford on this one to have selective information, to have spin, misdirection, misleading. It needs to be absolutely clear because we're all in on it.
I'm also seeing it in the light of other challenges that we have, and I wonder whether you think, or how difficult you think the next stage of Brexit might be, trade deals.
Well, I'd like to think that we'll turn a page as we move to the next stage, and those deals will be developed in the context of a very shifting global environment for trade. The global trading system is fragmenting. We should be absolutely clear about that. That's what's happening.
Because of the U.S.?
For a variety of forces, but the nexus of that is because of that relationship. But it is absolutely broadening.